When they can't control you, they'll manipulate you. In life, we will encounter people who constantly try to control everything around them, including the people they interact with. These individuals are unwilling to accept failure when it comes to controlling others. Instead of giving up, they change their tactics in an attempt to regain control over you. One common tactic used by these people is playing on feelings of guilt. They will try to make you feel guilty about something, even if you haven't done anything wrong. They want to make you feel that you need to make it up, or fix the situation, thereby gaining control over you. Phrases like, "Don't you care about me?" or "Why didn't you help me?" are often signs of this emotional manipulation. Another tactic they might use is flattery. They will offer compliments and praise, making you feel special and valued. The goal is to make you feel indebted or obligated to them, so you will be more likely to comply with their demands. However, it's important to remember that these compliments may not always come from a genuine place. Another strategy they may adopt is playing the victim. They will create a situation where they portray themselves as the one who is hurt or wronged, making you feel responsible for helping them or rescuing them from this situation. Even if you've done nothing wrong, they will make you feel as though you owe them or must do something to save them. How to deal with manipulation. To avoid falling into the trap of being manipulated, it is crucial to recognize the games these individuals are playing. Pay attention and be aware when they are using guilt, flattery, or playing the victim to manipulate you. Once you recognize these behaviors, the next step is to stay calm. Don't let your emotions take over. Staying level-headed allows you to make more rational decisions. Finally, don't hesitate to refuse to engage in these games. Refusing doesn't mean you don't care or don't want to help, but it means you are keeping control of your life. Don't let anyone make you feel indebted or responsible for their actions. When you firmly refuse to engage, you create space to maintain your independence and protect yourself from manipulation. They spread rumors, lie about you. When someone is unable to control you, they might resort to spreading rumors or telling lies about you in an attempt to damage your reputation. This is a manipulative tactic meant to undermine your credibility and make others question your character. Their goal is to create doubt and make you appear unreliable or untrustworthy. These individuals thrive on chaos. They want to see you panicked and reacting to their lies because, in their mind, if they can provoke a response from you, they win. They want you to lose your composure so they can further manipulate the situation to their advantage. By stirring up drama and spreading false information, they hope to control the narrative and keep you on the defensive. How to deal with lies and rumors. The key to handling this type of manipulation is to avoid getting caught in their game. The first thing to remember is not to engage in arguments or try to defend yourself. When you react impulsively or try to clear your name in the moment, you're playing into their hands. They want you to react so they can continue to control the situation and keep the focus on you. Instead, focus on staying grounded and true to yourself. Don't let the lies shake your confidence or cause you to lose your sense of self. Stay calm and collected, and resist the urge to explain yourself or get involved in drama. Time is your ally. Often, the truth has a way of revealing itself. As time passes, people will start to see through the falsehoods and understand the real story. Stay consistent in your actions and integrity, and let the truth emerge naturally without you needing to fight for it. In the end, remember that your reputation is built over time, and a few lies or rumors won't define who you are. By not engaging with their manipulative tactics and allowing time to prove the truth, you can remain strong and unaffected by their attempts to harm your image. They play the victim. People who manipulate others often use the tactic of playing the victim. They will twist situations in such a way that they make themselves appear as the one who is wronged, while turning you into the bad guy. This is a deliberate strategy to gain sympathy and support from others, while shifting the blame away from themselves. Their goal is to make you feel guilty or responsible for their hurt or discomfort, even if you have done nothing wrong. If you try to explain yourself or clarify the situation, they will use it against you. Any attempt to defend yourself will only make you look guilty in the eyes of others, and they will continue to play the role of the innocent party. The more you react, the more they will manipulate the situation to their benefit, further twisting the narrative in their favor. How to handle the victim play. The best way to respond to this manipulation is by not reacting. Reacting emotionally or trying to defend yourself will only make matters worse and give them more ammunition to use against you. Instead, remain calm and composed. Don't let their attempts to provoke you derail your peace of mind. Let your actions speak for themselves. Stay consistent in your behavior and your character. People will notice who you really are, and eventually the truth will come to light. By continuing to act with integrity and kindness, you'll show that you are not the villain they're trying to portray you as. It's important to remember that not every battle is worth fighting. Sometimes, the best way to handle such situations is to let go of the need for validation from others and trust that your true character will shine through over time. By not reacting to their victim play, you maintain control of the situation and protect yourself from further manipulation. They try to isolate you. One of the most insidious tactics used by manipulators is trying to isolate you from others. They do this by sowing seeds of doubt and creating divisions between you and those who support you. Through gossip, false accusations, or subtle undermining, they aim to erode your relationships and make you feel disconnected and alone. The goal is simple. When you're isolated, you're more vulnerable and easier to control. These individuals know that when you're surrounded by a strong support system, it's harder for them to manipulate or influence you. So, they work to create tension between you and your friends, family, or colleagues. They might spread rumors, twist your words, or create misunderstandings to push people away from you. The more isolated you become, the less resistance they face in imposing their will on you. Their ultimate aim is to make you feel like you have no one to turn to, no one who understands you, and no one who will stand by your side. In this state of loneliness, they can manipulate you into doing what they want, knowing that you have nowhere else to go for support or guidance. How to handle isolation tactics. The key to overcoming this manipulation is to focus on building and maintaining strong, healthy relationships with people who genuinely care about you. Don't let anyone convince you that you're alone or that the people around you can't be trusted. Cultivate bonds with individuals who are supportive, reliable, and encourage your personal growth. These are the relationships that will help you stay grounded and shielded from manipulative tactics. It's also essential to be cautious about who you surround yourself with. Avoid getting too close to people who are easily influenced or who have a tendency to believe gossip or rumors. Instead, seek out those who are level-headed, independent, and capable of seeing the truth for what it is. These people will stand by you when the manipulator tries to drive wedges between you and your support network. By focusing on creating a circle of trust and maintaining those relationships, you make it harder for anyone to isolate you. You also empower yourself to stand strong against manipulation. No one can control you when you have a solid foundation of supportive people around you who know you for who you truly are. In addition, trust your instincts. If you feel someone is trying to manipulate or isolate you, take a step back and evaluate the situation. Don't let their tactics work. Instead, invest your energy in those who have always been there for you and whose loyalty and support are genuine. By doing so, you safeguard your well-being and maintain control over your life. They make you doubt yourself. Manipulators often use a powerful tactic to weaken your confidence. They make you doubt your own decisions and judgment. They will constantly question your choices, even the simplest ones, and try to convince you that you're wrong or that your reasoning is flawed. This creates self-doubt, leaving you unsure about what you truly believe or want. Their goal is to erode your trust in yourself so that you become more dependent on their opinions and validation. By casting doubt on your decisions, they aim to destabilize your confidence. When you're uncertain or questioning yourself, they know they have an opportunity to control you. If you begin to second-guess your actions, the manipulator can take advantage of your vulnerability, subtly guiding you toward the choices they want you to make. They might use phrases like, "Are you sure that's the best choice?" Or, "I'm just trying to help you see things from a different perspective," which seem harmless but are designed to plant seeds of doubt in your mind. The longer you stay uncertain, the more power they gain over you. If you keep questioning your own thoughts and actions, you become more susceptible to their manipulation. You might start looking to them for approval or guidance, which is exactly what they want. They thrive on making you feel weak, confused, or insecure because it makes it easier for them to control your decisions. How to handle self-doubt manipulation. The best way to counter this manipulation is to trust in yourself and your abilities. Remember that you have the right to make your own decisions, and your instincts and judgment are valid. When you're faced with someone trying to undermine your confidence, don't let their doubts shake you. Stay grounded and remind yourself of past successes and experiences where you made decisions that worked out well. One of the most important things you can do is stop explaining yourself. When you constantly try to justify your decisions to others, it only invites more doubt and opens the door for manipulation. Instead, stand firm in your choices. You don't need to provide an explanation for everything you do, especially when your decisions are made based on your values and goals. Another key tactic is to maintain a strong, unwavering stance in your beliefs. If you are confident in your decisions and actions, others will notice. When you show that you trust yourself, it's less likely that anyone will be able to make you question your choices. The more you stand firm, the harder it will be for manipulators to shake your confidence. It's also important to surround yourself with supportive people who believe in you and reinforce your sense of self. When you have a strong support system, it becomes easier to trust yourself, knowing that you are not alone in your decisions. These people can offer perspective, but they will do so in a way that empowers you, not undermines your confidence. In the end, the key to avoiding manipulation is to stop giving power to others' opinions, especially when they undermine your self-worth. Trust in yourself, stop over-explaining, and stay firm in your convictions. By doing so, you'll protect yourself from their attempts to control your thoughts and actions. They try to provoke your emotions. Manipulators often use a strategy of provoking your emotions in order to gain control over you. They may use offensive language, mocking remarks, or sarcastic comments designed to trigger an emotional reaction from you. Their goal is to make you lose control and react impulsively, which can ultimately make you look like the bad guy in the situation. When you respond emotionally, they get what they want. They can easily shift the focus away from their own behavior and portray you as unreasonable or out of control. By pushing your buttons, they manipulate the situation to their advantage, often making you feel guilty or defensive for simply reacting to their provocation. The more you react, the more they can use your emotions against you. They want to get under your skin, create chaos, and keep you off balance so that you become easier to manipulate. How to handle emotional provocation. The key to dealing with this manipulation is to stay calm and composed. Don't allow their words or actions to control your emotional state. When you remain calm, you deny them the satisfaction of seeing you upset or angry. This not only protects your emotional well-being but also prevents them from using your reactions to manipulate the situation further. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a deep breath and evaluate the situation. Recognize that their aim is to provoke you and don't fall into the trap. By keeping your emotions in check, you maintain control of the situation and prevent them from turning it into a battle that you didn't start. It's also important to set boundaries. If their comments cross the line, calmly let them know that their behavior is unacceptable and that you won't engage with them in that way. By doing this, you take back control and show that you won't allow them to manipulate you emotionally. Ultimately, the best way to handle emotional provocation is to stay centered and not react according to their wishes. By keeping your composure, you maintain your strength and prevent them from using your emotions against you. They imitate you. When someone cannot defeat you or gain control over you, one of the tactics they might resort to is imitation. Instead of trying to directly overpower you, they will try to mimic your actions, ideas, and even your personality traits. This can be flattering at first, but it is also a subtle way of undermining your uniqueness. They hope that by copying you they can gain the same attention, success, or influence that you have. However, what they fail to understand is that imitation can never truly replace the original. No matter how closely they try to mirror your behavior or style, they cannot replicate the essence of who you are. The qualities that make you unique, your creativity, your personal experiences, and the authenticity with which you approach life, are irreplaceable. While they may attempt to copy your moves or replicate your approach, they will never achieve the same results because they lack the true originality that comes from being yourself. Imitating someone is a form of flattery, but it also shows insecurity. If someone feels the need to copy you, it often stems from a lack of self-confidence or a desire to be seen in the same light as you. While they may appear to gain some benefit in the short term, their attempts at imitation will eventually reveal their lack of originality and dependability. How to handle imitation. The best way to deal with someone who imitates you is to continue evolving and developing yourself. Don't let their attempts to copy you hinder your progress or make you feel threatened. As long as you keep growing and moving forward, they will never be able to keep up with your pace or originality. True innovation and success come from constant self-improvement, learning, and embracing new challenges. Instead of focusing on their imitation, focus on your own growth. Continuously seek new opportunities, explore new ideas, and challenge yourself to go further. This not only ensures that you remain ahead but also reinforces the fact that no one can replicate your journey. The more you develop your skills and expand your horizons, the more difficult it becomes for anyone to keep up with you, much less copy you. Additionally, don't waste energy trying to compete with or confront those who imitate you. It's a reflection of their insecurity, not your inadequacy. Stay focused on your own path and trust that your uniqueness will shine through. People will begin to notice that the imitation falls short because it lacks the depth and authenticity that come with true originality. One important thing to remember is that imitation can be a sign of respect, even though it may be frustrating at times. The fact that someone is trying to mimic your success or approach is a testament to the impact you've made. Rather than being discouraged by it, use it as a reminder of your influence and continue to strive for even greater achievements. In the end, the most effective way to handle imitation is to keep evolving and refining your craft. As long as you stay ahead of the curve and continue to innovate, no one will be able to match your authenticity or keep up with your growth. Your unique contributions are what set you apart, and they are what will always distinguish you from those who merely imitate. They wait for you to fail. There are people who pretend to support you, but deep down they are just waiting for you to fail. They may offer words of encouragement or act as though they care about your success, but in reality, they are silently hoping that you will stumble or falter. These individuals may hide their true intentions behind a facade of friendship or positivity, but their underlying desire is to see you fall short of your goals. When you do face a setback or experience failure, they will be quick to say, "I told you so," or "I knew this would happen." This sudden display of smugness or self-satisfaction reveals their true feelings. Instead of offering genuine support or empathy during difficult times, they are more interested in proving that they were right all along. Their goal is not to help you succeed, but to see your downfall so they can validate their own beliefs or boost their own sense of superiority. Such individuals thrive on seeing others fail, as it allows them to feel better about their own situations. They may secretly enjoy the idea that someone else is struggling, and they will use your failure as an opportunity to boost their own ego. They may also take pleasure in the idea that you didn't succeed because they secretly doubt your abilities or believe you don't deserve success. How to handle those who wait for your failure. The best way to handle people who wait for you to fail is to remain focused on your own journey. Don't let their negative energy or subtle criticisms distract you from your path. Keep your attention on your own progress, and remember that your success is not dependent on their approval or predictions. One important thing to remember is that their opinions are irrelevant to your journey. Whether they pretend to support you or not, their words hold no real weight unless you give them power. Do not waste time trying to prove them wrong or seeking validation from those who secretly hope for your failure. Instead, focus on building your success for yourself, not for the approval of others. Success is often a long and challenging road, and setbacks are part of the process. Instead of dwelling on failures or allowing others to take pleasure in them, use them as learning experiences. Each setback is an opportunity to grow stronger, more resilient, and more determined to continue on your path. Don't let anyone's words or expectations deter you from your goals. You don't need to explain yourself or justify your actions to anyone, especially to those who secretly wait for you to fail. Trust in your abilities and keep moving forward. Every step you take toward success is a step that leaves those who wish for your failure behind. In the end, the best way to respond to these individuals is by continuing to thrive and succeed, regardless of their attempts to undermine you. Let your achievements speak for themselves. By focusing on your growth and not engaging with those who want to see you fail, you will eventually prove that their doubts were unfounded. Keep pushing forward and let your success be the ultimate response to their negativity.